Welcome back to Nicky's NRFIs. Nick Meckin here with Pickdawgz. Today is September 8th, 2023, and on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of a ball game. Plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're looking for my top plays, my lock of the day in MLB, college, and NFL now, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks tab. That's where you'll find my lock of the day just for $20. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about that on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now in Thursday's games, we are currently, since recording, 2-0, and I'm feeling real good about this sweep. If we bang this sweep out, I want the money bags in the comments. It's been a little bit since we hit the sweep, but I'm feeling real good. With the Los Angeles Angels and the Cleveland Guardians, we have the NRFI in that game. Let's roll right into today's game and let's stay hot. Game number 1, we got the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Right now for the Chicago White Sox, Clevenger will be on the mound with a 6-7 record and a 3.9 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Detroit Tigers' Olsen with a 3-6 record and a 4.65 ERA. Olsen does have a little higher end of an ERA, but he is pitching back at home, and this ballpark is more so a pitcher's ballpark, I should say. It's very deep in the alleys. The Chicago White Sox team, I mean, they threw in the towel. They are not producing any runs, especially early on in ball games. Detroit, on the other hand, they're still young. They've been swinging the bats really well, especially my boy Kerry Carpenter. Got to tip my cap to that kid. Absolutely love him. Love the kid having success in that MLB. It's awesome. It's fun to watch, especially outside looking in. I think Olsen will be locked in, pitching back at home. You got Clevenger, a really good arm. He has had his ups and downs this season, but I think he's going to come locked in Detroit, especially in that first inning. That's why in game number 1 between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's roll into game number 2 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Right now for the Cardinals, Rome will be on the mound with an 0-2 record and a 7.24 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Cincinnati Reds' Abbott with an 8-4 record and a 3.22 ERA. I must say something about Abbott. He does give up runs early. I think it takes him an inning or two to get locked in, especially this one. The St. Louis Cardinals have been upping their run production, especially early on in ball games, but their pitching staff has been letting them down all season. I think that the Cincinnati Reds might get to Rom, and the Cardinals might get it to Abbott. I absolutely love yes runs first inning in game number 2 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Let's roll into our third and final game, and I've selected for you today between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Right now for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen will be on the mound with a 14-7 record and a 3.48 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Chicago Cubs Talon with a 7-9 record and a 5.73 ERA. Talon does have a higher end of an ERA, but we're in crunch time, especially for the Chicago Cubs, who are a game and a half back from that Milwaukee Brewers ball club. And then you look at the Arizona Diamondbacks. They got their ace on the mound in tonight's game. They did score, the Arizona Diamondbacks, in the top of the first in yesterday's play against the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field. I don't expect that offense to jump out on Talon in tonight's ball game. And then you got Zach Gallen. He's going to lock it down from pitch number 1. That's why in game number 3 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games that I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the White Sox and the Tigers, NRFI. Game number 2 between the Cardinals and the Reds, YRFI. Yes runs first inning. In our third and final game between the Diamondbacks and the Cubs, NRFI. No runs first inning. Once again, this is Nick Meckin with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you none. And if you're looking for my top plays, my premium picks, my lock of the day, we got football rolling back this week, and it's going to be a big slate. Check that description below. The link is there, and let's stay hot.